Hello all! Welcome to the first Space Engineers series. For those of you who don't know what Space Engineers is a physics-based engineering/survival game with an emphasis on building mechanical devices and machines in a sci-fi, space-themed setting. Basically, it's a space sandbox survival game with a lot of wild creative possibilities. It is also my personal all-time favorite creative sandbox game because of just how much you can build and do with it. You can create anything, from a simple house dug into a hill, to a fully automated factory on wheels, to full-blown starships with complex systems like automated docking bays and escape pods. You can even go so far as to create complex robots with actuators and sensors, all controlled by a real C# script put directly into a block in the vanilla game. And that is just a very small example set of what I have actually done with this game. The game also has a large modding community too, which is pretty cool. Also, as I mentioned in the update video earlier this month, Space Engineers was one of the catalysts behind even wanting to start this channel, due to the crazy situations and events that I only really see happen in this game. Ironic that it has taken this long to finally start a series with it. But I guess there is one possible contributing reason. Despite this game's wild possibilities and scenarios you can end up in / create yourself, it is missing one key factor: an objective. The game is, for the most part, a very large, empty sandbox. Meaning, most of the crazy stuff you create ends up having no real purpose. However, there is a solution: scenarios. Tools for creating custom scenarios with scripted events and sequences have actually existed for quite a while now. There are also a number of built-in scenarios in the game, as well as numerous ones that can be downloaded from the Steam Workshop. I don't actually know why, but me and my friends had never really taken advantage of these. Until this playthrough series. In this one, we decided to take on our first pre-made scenario world together. It was a very simple one. Basically, the scenario was that we start out on a planet with nothing-ish, then build something combat-capable, and defend a small base in space from waves of simple drones. Despite the simplicity of this objective, though, this scenario that we did together ended up being some of the most fun I've ever had in Space Engineers. Perhaps even with any survival sandbox game. Some pretty wild stuff happens in this series. Oh yeah, also one other thing before I forget. In typical Space Engineers fashion, this first recording actually went a little awry. I don't really remember why or how this happened, because this was recorded like a year ago, but Clark's audio is missing from the recording. Or at least his mic is. My mic, however, was able to pick him up. So, you are able to hear him in this recording, which is good. It's just a bit quiet, so be forewarned of that, and also that was fixed in the future recordings we did of this. So, most of the series, the audio is fine. It's just this first part, of course, had a number of things go wrong. Anyway, so I hope you all enjoy this first part of the Space Engineers Never Surrender scenario playthrough, and the future parts to come. You know, I need to find a better way of figuring out how to actually remember to hit record. But hey, now I hit record. And to be fair, not much has happened.
So we've been playing this whole time or just for the last couple minutes?
It hasn't been recording this whole time.
Ooh.
But hey, at least not much has happened. So hey, just quick explanation. Yeah, I need to figure out a way to remind myself to actually hit record. That wasn't the problem in the past, but it's becoming a problem now, so that's interesting. Anyway, we're at Space Engineers. We are on a survival world, a survival scenario that was basically just called Last Survivor? Never Surrender, that's what it was called. And basically we need to build stuff, head to location, and then fight off a bunch of drones. And so we were plopped onto this world. Basically nothing, but we used some creative mode tools to spawn us a quick little base just so that we had something to start with instead of absolutely nothing. And yeah, but this base does not have any resources in it, so so we're still pretty much at the beginning. I am currently attempting to build a buggy, which can be hardly seen way over there, at least a buggy with a drill on it. To just get more resources. I am currently looking for the blasted other med station because I just need metal grids.
What is Nick doing?
He is replumbing this station currently to make sure it actually has all the plumbing it needs, because what he pasted in was an incomplete blueprint. Where's this?
Based off of my own mad updated design.
Yep. Where's this blasted?
Which is to say, I took the old green station from the default world and just began updating it again.
Where is this other med station? The upstairs one.
You see the massive ladder upstairs that would lead to the control bridge?
Massive. Oh.
Walk past that.
I mean, I don't see a ladder, but I see what you're talking about. I see the tower. Ladder. I don't see any ladders. Wait a minute. Oh, that wasn't a ladder.
Well, you're in the right area.
Oh!
I want you to stare at the reactors on the wall.
Stare at the
Now
reactors.
go in the opposite direction.
Now head in the opposite direction.
There should be stairs, but there are not. So you're going to have to jetpack up there.
No. Oh. Yay, I made it. Come to me.
That is not hooked up to anything. Please, just power.
Because I desperately need metal grids. Okay. Cool beans. Now I can die in peace. Nobody saw anything. I got impatient, that's what happened. Okay, finally I have metal grids, which means I can get this assembler up and running. Oh, we need this plates of steel. Good question. I don't know. The sun has left us.
This is a realistic map, so it actually Earth hours.
Okay, I'm just gonna... Okay, what was I gonna do? I was gonna do something real quick. What was I doing? Right, so we need steel plates now. Okay. We desperately need to get an oxygen generator up and running.
We do have one up and running on our base.
Is it hooked up to the cargo container below?
It should be now.
It doesn't seem to be taking in any ice.
Perhaps because it is full.
Oh. Okay. Welcome, engineer. Take all the time you need. When ready to go, go to one of the locations displayed on your HUD. Your task is to defend that location to the best of your ability. We're not doing that anytime soon. Yeah. We need materials, Clark. We need more stone.
There's the hole.
Okay, motor
So
display
dump like
computer.
5,000 rocks in, and then it just says, you know, it's gone. So whatever it is that you're doing, just eats it up. Oh, here's another full inventory right here. Watch this.
Clark, bring it over here.
Over where?
Over by the survival kit.
Okay.
So that's where I have the assembler being built. I'm currently doing everything at this survival kit because it is more easily accessible than everything else in that big base.
Does this thing have its own inventory?
Yep.
It does. Well, there's 5,000 stone.
Thank you.
Oh, I think you're full. Why can't I put this? Yeah, okay.
Okay, now it's making stuff.
Not just any stuff.
It's making the stuff.
Yes. That's the important part.
Yeah.
Testing point defense turret number 2.
Roger. Okay, this thing is running. It's running like the devil. Just watch the computer parts slowly count up. Okay, I'm gonna continue working on this thing.
I assume space base is the place we're supposed to go to.
Space base? Yeah, I'd assume so. It's, 200 kilometers away.
What are we doing here now?
That place is the place we go to die.
Oh, that's nice.
Come on. Okay, what do I currently need? Clark, can you help me build my mining contraption?
How would I do that?
You go over and see what components it needs.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant like design.
Computer and large steel tubes. Can this thing make large steel tubes?
Can't you make
It
your own
can't.
steel tubes outside of the assembler?
I'm gonna start tearing apart the base for more supplies.
But the base is, like, important as it is.
It's very big. We don't need most of it.
Alright, so I used a quote-unquote recon drone to scout out the area. Keeps in orbit.
Okay. You know what? Maybe we should get an oxygen generator up and running down here.
For the third time, we do.
Yeah.
I don't have any... Well, okay, I'll get bottles.
Yeah.
I assume this thing can make bottles. Or not. We need that assembler online. Luckily, it is slowly coming online. Now I just need one more display. Okay, one more display. Now I just need a bunch of motors.
One assembler up and running.
Yeet.
How did you get an assembler up and running?
Salvaged parts.
Oh. Well, we're gonna have a second assembler up and running in a short amount of time. Down here at the other base. Come on, so close. Just a couple more motors.
I'd say a good estimate for max players we'll ever expect to have on this world is 4, maybe 8.
Did you say 8?
Maybe.
Energy low.
Where would the other players come from?
Ah, the expanded friends list.
Okay, second assembler online.
I'll get a crew quarters for 4 up and running, and we'll expand it as needed.
Yep. Okay, this is taking forever. Let's see if we can get this base into a more sustainable up and running place. But at least we have the materials to go further with this. In fact, I have an idea.
Absolutely no nightmare scenario has followed that statement ever.
Clark, come over here. Good for you. I need your help. Empty your inventory. Probably not. This is probably full. Yeah, empty your inventory into there.
Yeah, so where are the rocks going when I'm putting them in here?
Probably to the other refinery.
Okay, 'cause that's where I originally put all the ice and all that.
Okay. I'm gonna transfer we're gonna transfer this tiny little base we have over here over to that,
Fuel critical.
thing over there. So that we can actually access the base from the ground.
That would be a good idea.
But in order for that to work, we're gonna need to, transfer the newly made assembler over there as well.
Okay, how do we do that?
Take it apart and put it over here.
Okay.
That's why we are emptying our inventories. Don't put the stuff for the assembler in the cargo container.
Right, because then they'll just get eaten. My inventory just has the basic tools now, and that's it.
Cool. Actually, this entire assembler might fit in my inventory. That's hilarious. Alright.
Can you take the output parts from this assembler in the other box?
Yeah. Give me a moment.
Also,
6.
what do you do with gravel?
I don't know what you do with gravel.
Oh, a concrete boat, I guess.
Okay, well, we're gonna move the assembler over as well. Or I mean the survival kit.
That's gonna be piped in with the other thing.
Should be. Should be piped in with the rest of the base.
Well, I can't deposit my stone anywhere. I don't think that's connected.
It is connected. You have to click the button that actually shows the inventory of the ship.
Oh yeah, okay.
Does the O2 generator actually have any ice in it?
Well, I put 50,000 ice in there.
What happened to all of it?
It got eaten, that's what.
Well, what? What could have possibly used it?
I don't know. I put it
Well,
in there.
maybe
and
the 5 hydrogen tanks.
Well, that would do it.
So why isn't it showing up anymore? Wait. Oh. Okay, Clark gets some more ice.
Yeah, it's ice time. You should check out the hole I made, though.
Fuel critical.
There we go. I finally have jetpack again.
Yeah, let's see here. We got 5 large hydrogen peninsulas, which are about 2 by. One of them's almost full.
Okay, let's see. I need a... Where are you?
Alright, so the base now has exactly 2-point defense turrets with a total of 6 autocannons between them.
I'm gonna make a giant box all the way around the space by the time we're done. Here's more ice.
Here's an easier way up. Clark.
What? A ramp?
Yeah, what an idea.
Question, how are we getting to space?
Well, we probably want to make sure we have vehicles ready to take a hit before we go into space.
I mean, so we can actually, transfer the resources up into space to build a space vehicle specifically for combating this crap.
Right. Well, I mean, the obvious choice is a hydrogen rocket.
Are there gonna be drones in space, or are we just...
There will be when they come for us.
Okay, because I thought it was just a land thing.
No, I mentioned the thing was in space for a reason.
Okay.
I mean, I guess we could just try grinding down entire sections of this base.
Well, we finally have the means to make a bunch more stuff now.
Yeah, if we actually found an
Production,
iron thing, this would go by a lot
Travel
faster.
kit, assembler, build planner. Yes. Make me stuff for this, this, and this.
Tell me when to stop doing ice.
Never?
Okay.
Okay, this is going a lot faster. Nice, that was fast. Okay. Gotta love the build planner.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, we need rocks. Or actually, no, I think we're fine.
I'll be digging more ice until we're not.
Oh my gosh, the build planner is so helpful. Okay. Because I just realized you can also tell assemblers to just produce the items needed for
Right.
for the build planner.
The whole production tree and says we need this and this and this and this.
Okay. Need suspension right and a drill. Now for small ship. Okay, let's see. And right suspension. Okay, production, assembler 2, build planner 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So it's rapidly assembling the rest of what we need. Oh, that's why. Do you know how to get this assembler cooperative mode to function, Nick?
It is now on.
Okay, I mean, I turned it on, but it didn't seem to be doing anything.
Well, if you queue up the production list, they might both work together to produce things faster.
I did, and it still didn't do anything. But,
Maybe they gotta be side by side or something. I don't know.
that wouldn't make any sense, but okay.
More items.
Okay. Oh, that's nice. And also, if you want to refill your personal hydrogen tank, you can just come over to the survival kit now and do the same thing that you do to refill your health or your energy.
That's nice.
Okay. Cargo. Need just large steel tubes, huh? Okay. Cargo. Large. And construction component. And construction component.
It doesn't look like we have any real resources out here to harvest.
It what?
Aside from ice.
Yeah, we definitely have that.
Okay, and
I'm gonna go check out that unknown signal. I'll be right back.
okay.
What are those?
They give you like skins. It's done.
Nice.
It just needs some ice now in order to kickstart its engine.
So is it gonna drill a hole, or like how does it work?
We need to fill it with. We need to fill its. We need to give it a bunch of ice. Oh, I just realized I should probably put a gyroscope on it.
Who needs gyroscopes? And then I can get into that and dig the hole instead.
Yep.
Although I don't know how it's gonna drive on this. It's just gonna dig out a really thin layer across a wide area, right? Oh, shut up about my energy.
We're out of stone.
Well, then let's dig some of that.
Yeah. But yeah, we need to get... Oh, nice! You put some ice in it. Yeah, that should kickstart its engine. It'll start charging its batteries. Okay. Now let's get this thing moving. Okay, first off, I need the strength in the wheels to be increased. Okay, need to isolate the middle wheels. Mid wheels. Wheels. Steering off. Okay. There we go. Alright, cool. It has power.
So then we're just gonna drive that around the ice field and pick stuff up?
That's possible. But, Ah! It's like crashing into something. But yeah, you want to see it in action?
Yes. I'm gonna fill up my...
This would be more useful if it has a gyroscope, but that's why I'm building one.
Okay.
Oh, that's nice. The drill is close enough to the ground that I can literally just drive along the ground and it picks stuff up.
Don't do that in the inconvenient spot. We're gonna have to walk through. Go to like the middle of nowhere. Yeah, that scratches the surface.
Yeah.
So that could be a significant amount.
I've got about something like 20K.
Just now.
Yep.
Well, that was fast.
Yep.
Yeah, whatever that is, just keep doing that. I'll switch to,
You know what? I might as well build 2 of these things.
energy suit, which is critically low.
That way we can really start mining quickly because both of us can mine.
Yeah. until you do that, I will be here using the obsolete way.
And also, this thing can obviously drive into mountains, so...
Well, actually, what if I drove it and you built the next one?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Oh my gosh, this is actually so useful because it just skims the surface. You can literally just skim across the surface.
Yep, and I'll basically be driving it like a combine harvester.
Yeah.
We don't really care about keeping this environment pristine.
No.
How do you keep that thing fueled?
Ice.
Which means on an
I'll get a
ice field-
connector up and running for it.
On an ice field, it's a perpetual motion machine.
Yeah. Yeah, it's also hilarious how this thing actually generates power. What it's doing is turning ice into hydrogen.
And then burning that.
Yeah, and then burning it.
Which I feel like would just violate...
Well, don't stand in front of the drill.
I didn't know I would get damage from it. That sounds like it violates some thermodynamic rule.
It does.
Yeah, it takes energy to do the hydrolysis thing in the first place. I don't know if it's more or less than you might be getting out of it, but it definitely sounds
Also the-
illegal.
Yeah. But it's a game. I don't care if it works here. We need it to work.
Yep.
Okay, I'm increasing the friction of the tires a bit. I can actually drive up the hill without skidding.
Alright, I got a connector up and running, so you can just back it up and plug it into the base.
cool.
We'll refuel.
Nice.
The whole thing?
Now we just gotta modify your rover.
Yeah. I'll let you to that because I'm gonna build a second one.
Drive the first one around in a big circle?
Yeah, just give me a second.
Cool.
I'm gonna give it some extra abilities. Let's see, where is increase? Okay, decrease strength and let's see, increase strength. Okay. All right, now you can actually adjust the suspension strength on the fly too, which allows it to basically go up hills better.
It should also help it when it comes to, well, hooking up to the connector.
Yeah, it would also be useful for that. I'm also... The 3 wheels on this thing was unintentional, but now that I'm actually driving this thing, like, up a hill, I'm beginning to realize that it was probably useful. What are you doing? Why did you put hydrogen tanks on the back?
Long-term fuel storage.
That's not really needed. It's
Okay.
also blocking the main
Where is
the main
thing?
cargo.
I needed to get more power and hydrogen. I will actually be fixing that by putting a connector on the back in a minute.
Okay, yeah, do that.
Where's the thing?
I'm driving it backwards down the hill. Hello. Oh, where are you, Clark?
Oh.
Okay, it's ready to go.
Okay. I thought these little towers sticking up out of the ground were, you know, something, but it turns out they were just badly rendered trees.
Okay. Let's see.
Okay, so how do I drive this?
Where did it? Oh, there it is. Oh, will you drive it? Who's driving it right now? Oh, well, Nick is driving it right now.
Right. How does it work?
Well, you get in, use the arrow keys, and, or, I mean, not the arrow keys, W, A, S, and D. There's, and on the hotbar, you have the options for the...
So I can turn the drill on and off.
Yes, and also you can, increase or decrease the suspension strength. But Nick is currently driving it, so...
I'm riding it. Yeah, he's checking out the backup thing.
Yep. Let's see how fast I can build another one.
Well, don't you have a build planner where you could just copy this?
Yes, but I would need a blueprint projector, which...
You don't have.
Oh, I'm sure we could build one.
Need to offset it higher.
Or we could build a ramp up to there.
That's possible.
That is a bit excessive here.
Well, that lines up right now.
Because you can raise and lower the suspension, I could just put a, whatever. It looks terrible, but...
Again, aesthetics is not the...
Well, it's not only terrible, it's inefficient. But whatever. It's bothering me.
So, what's the button?
What do you mean, what's the button?
Yeah, what's the drill button?
You have to select the, once you select the drill, all you have to do is left-click.
Oh, okay. Well, you're currently playing around with the port thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that works, doesn't it?
Yeah, it works, but it's so terribly inefficient.
What's inefficient about it? I thought it all worked just the same.
Well, the thing is, we could probably build a ramp underneath it and avoid all of this complex piping behind it. And I don't know why, but the facepalm emote isn't working, and I'm annoyed.
Okay, I'm gonna drive this now.
Go for it.
How do you unlock
P.
parking release? Oh, there. Whoa, that's fast.
Yeah.
You might want to remember to turn the connector off.
Let's go over here. Just press 1. Oh.
Okay, bat.
So this doesn't have a depth adjuster for the drill.
Nope.
Am I actually drilling anything?
If you see smoke off the ground and the ground is bending below your feet, then yes.
Okay. Well, then I am doing that.
Okay.
Will this thing tell me when I'm full?
No. It won't. Hey, can you drill the hillside for a bit? We need some stone.
Yes.
Just try not to go too fast, because it will break if you go too fast.
Is there an button?
No. It's just that if you crash into the mountain hard enough and bottom out the suspension, you will damage it. No, the drill doesn't overheat. But any wheeled vehicle can be slammed into a hillside fast enough to destroy it. Yeah, no, you're doing good.
But I'm not moving forward.
It's...
Stuck on something?
Looks like one of your wheels is stuck on the side, yeah.
No.
Can you stop for a moment? Actually. There we go. Now I have a blueprint of it, at least.
Cool.
Wait! I'm gonna grab the stone out of you. And hope it's enough.
I don't think it's a lot.
And do be aware that it's, it currently doesn't have any gyros, so if it takes on too steep of a hill, it can flip over. Thankfully, it's wide and has a medium center of gravity, so it should be,
Okay.
yeah. It should be more difficult to tip than some other vehicles.
Right now, it's very difficult to...
Also, spacebar's break.
Oh, I thought you just had to push S to go backwards. Let me pull them out. I don't think I drilled any rock at all.
You did.
Did you just take it out?
I literally just took it,
Oh,
yes.
I was like, where did it
You
go?
got like 1K.
Well, that's not a lot. Am I drilling this crap wrong?
Not necessarily here. Can I see it real quick?
Yeah. Might just be the wrong kind of hillside.
And I hear that music way off in the distance.
So if I lower the suspension so that I'm lower to the ground, I should get more. I should be more grabbing on the ground. Right?
Potentially. But here we go. Instead of trying to go up the mountain, you could try just going along to the side.
What I really want is like a mining drill that points down, and then you just.
That's why I was going to put gyroscopes on this. I think the materials for them are actually built, I just haven't put it on yet. Yeah. That music was you, right, Nick? Yeah. Alright. Yeah, that seems to be an effective way. Let's see how much, I'm gonna grab the stone. Yeah, that got about, 1.5K.
But we want like.
That's why I'm making 2 of them.
We want like more. That's not a lot.
Like I said, that's why we're making 2 of them.
Wait. How do you lower the suspension?
If you press 1, or not 1, if you press 2, it will lower the suspension, 3 will increase it.
Oh.
From left to right, it's lower than increase.
So,
Then that's as low as it goes.
Yeah, and that's bottoming it out, so be careful.
Shovel Road.
You don't want to scrape the suspension on the ground, that will damage it.
For everything you need to die.
How about that?
Yeah, that's better.
I repeat myself, all in favor of cannibalizing the station, say aye.
Why not? Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, but we should keep the parts that we're using.
Right. So you can take off the superstructure. What is this?
It's funky music.
Fuel low.
Alright, I'm gonna start taking out the windows. Ah! Oh dear. Um, this is a bit of a problem. Ah. Ah! I'm alive. I flew to the top, ran out of fuel, and then fell off. I fell like 3 stories and only lost half my health. What about timber? Okay. Huh? Oh, oh. That's what you mean by timber? Oh, gosh. Ah! Well, time to keep going. Just don't get crushed. Oh my gosh, that got so close to crashing into this.
Yes, Cat. What do you want?
Attention.
Whoa, what was that?
Part of the base crashing onto the ground? You know what? Instead of building that thing again, let's see if I can get a flying machine up and running. Oh, look at that. The assembler's actually assembling things now. Cool. Okay, I need steel plates.
Ow.
Steel. What happened?
I hit a wheel that was spinning really fast. How do I get out of this base?
What happened to you? Did something happen to you?
Yeah, I died.
Oh. What? You died?
I hit a wheel that was spinning really fast. Why?
Where are you? What happened?
Well, now I'm on the base.
Oh. You're just stuck in the base? Okay. Hey, Nick, can you help him out of the base? He's lost.
There.
Also hit...
I got it.
Okay. Also hit O for... Actually, your broadcasting is on. Never mind.
Prepare for falling debris.
Brace for falling debris. Yeah. Oh my gosh, that is so close. Clark, do you see the side of the base coming down? It's kind of nuts.
I don't see falling, no.
Well, come over to where I am.
I don't see it moving.
Well, I mean, it's not currently moving, but, this didn't used to be on the ground.
You're right. It definitely was not.
And also, I was under it when it fell. It was kind of terrifying.
I think I'm gonna focus on ice now because I got the vehicle stuck in the rocks.
Got it stuck?
Yeah.
Okay, well, here, I'll get it out.
Yeah, so I started revving up the wheels.
There goes your
Wheels
backpack.
started spinning independently, and then I was like, okay,
There we go.
Get out of the vehicle, and then I just touched one of the wheels spinning really, really fast, and poof, into that. So
I mean, to be fair, that's not exactly unrealistic.
I'm gonna do this on ice instead,
Okay.
because the ice at least is flat. Also, there are gears on this so that I can go slower.
No.
Okay,
The answer to your question is no.
what's happening?
Okay, let's see. Cargo, medium, cargo container. There we go. Let's see. Right, so drills needs and welders. Okay. What just happened?
Oh, I heard that. Something big fell. We would need to point the drill down.
Yeah, here, gyro. Just be careful with these things. Here, I'll upgrade the vehicle. Where are you? Hold on. Okay, come to a stop.
That's not the right button.
That's not the... Clark. There.
Okay, what did you just do?
I got in and hit the parking brake. Stop moving for a moment. Now be careful, these things can torque an awful lot, so, try not to flip it over.
I don't need to flip over the whole thing. I just want to point the mining drill.
Okay, try moving the mouse around.
Yeah.
Try moving it down.
I can move it up a little. Oh, that's because there's no suspension. Here, let me turn it up.
There you go.
Down. Okay. Let's try this right here. Why is this not working?
Okay, convey. Convey. You and... That was an abrupt mood change. Here, I'll check.
Nope.
Well, here, let me demonstrate.
We need to move the drill so it's pointing down.
You know, that's not a bad idea. Why don't you do that?
Yeah. Okay. So I would weld.
You can take off the drill. There's connecting tubes running in the underside of this vehicle. So just figure out how to pipe it up. You're a space engineer.
Oh, crap. What are the two giant blocks of ice?
Yeah, make sure to empty it before you...
It's empty now.
Medium cargo. Okay.
Just how big is this drill? I want the drill pointing down.
Yeah, you're gonna have to raise it up a bit. Use create a piping system that can raise it up a bit.
Really? The drill isn't there anymore. I just have a bunch of construction components.
Yeah, because you removed it, right?
Yeah, so I can't just take it off. I disassembled it. Completely.
Yes. That's how you take it off.
That's a pain in the butt. You can't just move the parts.
No.
Okay, how do I make a new one?
You put it... Yeah.
Looking for the crafting stuff.
Yeah, you go to the G menu and go in there.
Drill.
Stick what on the back?
Stick the drill on the back.
Why would you want to stick a drill in the back?
That's the only place that currently has supports.
Here, I'll show you what I'm talking about. Give me a moment.
Yeah, I have no idea what you're talking about.
So, you see how there's this little connector here in the front?
Yes.
Well, why don't we make this connector go up? Like, boop. Boop. Boop.
Welcome to Space Engineers Shipbreaker Edition, where, in order to solve our resources problem, I thought...
Okay, probably a little bit higher. But do you get the gist?
What did you just place?
Conveyor pipes.
I don't have any of those.
Then put them in your inventory.
Where do I do that?
You go into the G menu.
I released the button before I was done with my bit.
What's it called? Conveyor pipe.
Yeah, and it's small conveyor tubes specifically.
Okay, there's the drill.
Now, granted, I don't know if this configuration is actually going to be any better. You know, realistically, what we'd want to do is add a is put this thing on the end of a piston.
Where do I get motors from?
Well, go to the go to the assemblers and tell them to make some if we don't have any.
Probably have fun.
Yeah.
And then I gotta go, Doug, and it's almost midnight.
Try salvaging
Yeah.
them from the wing farms on this disassembled hangar. I'm basically salvage duty, and I've gotten us a lot of stuff.
Nice. And I'm currently working on a flying ship that can both weld and do other things.
Alright, I've grabbed the bed.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty late, so we should hit Earth. You know what, just for the sake of speed, I'll make a bed for you to sit in, Clark. And I'll use creative.
There are 4 beds near the ladder.
Oh, at the top of the ladder? Nice.
Head
Alright,
to the
Clark.
top of the ladder, walk straight inside, take a left. First room.
Come with me, Clark.
I'm moving all the ice.
What are you doing?
Why can't I move all the ice out?
Well, because you can't... You have to be looking at a connector port. You can't... You're trying to move the ice through the seat and into your inventory.
There's a bunch of ice
Follow me.
Okay, I got the top of the ladder now.
He said there were beds around here. Ah, you're there.
Oh, there's one.
F.
He's already using that one.
Yep. So use one that's not being
Four.
used. All right. That be the start of a
Adventure.
yeah.